welcome back. Thank you so much for starting your afternoons off with Sunday Brunch from Houston. और आपको हम नंबर एक बार फिर दे दें. It is 855-886-6387 extension 4. और ये नंबर मैं आपको क्यों दे रही हूँ, ज़ाहिर है अगर आप संडे ब्रंच देख रहे हैं तो कुछ ना कुछ तो गिव अवे हो रहा होगा. और अब आपको मिलेगा चाव पार्टी चाट कंपनी से, and that is a $20 voucher. Now let me explain this. आप जब जाएंगे आप कहेंगे जी लुबना के शो पे हम जीते हैं, because right now you'll call this number and the first 3 callers will actually get this. Again, call the number and you will win yourself a $20 voucher to go to Chow Party Chaat Company. और चलते हैं टॉपिक के ऊपर भी, and good luck in winning this. And it's a funny thing, ये जो आज का टॉपिक है कि recently I had gone to a party और वहाँ पे देखा कि एक जो teenager थी, she was literally yelling at her mom and dad. और जो बेचारे माँ बाप थे, they're like, you know, it's okay, और चुप करा रहे हैं. यहाँ तक I heard that they were saying, you know, we'll get you a present, you know, calm down. And this girl must have been maybe 13 or 12, and she was totally just, and I was amazed. And I felt bad for the parents. And then I was looking at my kids, I'm like, thank God my kids are so good. So you kids are awesome. But anyway, so my question today is, when I remember when I was little, my mom used to like look at me and kind of give me the eye, and I knew, don't do something, you know, we'll be in trouble. And you know, back home, when kids misbehave, you know, parents can whack them and do something. Here, it's against the law, so you really can't do that. So आज मैं पूछूंगी आप लोगों से कि जब बात आती है बच्चों की मिसबिहेव करने की पब्लिक में, क्या करना चाहिए? What should you do when your kids misbehave? What did you do when your kids were small, or what should be done? We'll start off with you.
I know it's really hard in America to, in front of public, to control the children. And as far as my business is concerned, also I have my bride sometimes requests, Auntie, can you be there at my wedding? The reason because of the children who try to run around and, you know, knock down things and like that. So it's, the parents have no control in public. So
and it's tough because especially like, you know, even when people come to your store, and I've seen your store, I mean, you all have such amazing colors, amazing fabric, amazing, like I feel like doing a party just with all those decorations. And I know when kids come, they're touching stuff. They're like, you know, going around doing stuff. And what do you think parents should do to control that? What did you do when your kids were small?
I mean, if it was my kids, I know I'll make them sit next to me and I'll say, like in a wedding, not running around. And the kids do run around on the stage before the bride, the couple arrive. Yeah, and there are stuff where have flowers been knocked down, vases are broken. So thank God that I'm there to fix it before the event starts. So I know it's very difficult for the in public to control the children, and it's depend on parents too, or they should warn them before, okay, we are going to a wedding and you'll not be running around and you should sit in one place, you know. I hope that might able to help.
You can just hope.
Hopefully.
Definitely. And what did you do when your kids were small, or how would you control them?
Like, you know, I have 3 daughters, and like, you know, I'm always in a restaurants, and like, you know, we don't have time to spend together. So always, even at least weekends, they come to my restaurant, but I train them like that to be nice. They have sit on the same table. If you want to eat, if you want to spend, if you have gadgets or something, sit at the same table, because there's a restaurant. People see everything. Most of the customers, they know there's, you know, the owner's daughter, so they more, you know, how they behave and all.
They're even the more under observation.
Yeah, because there is lots of kids come over there because nowadays, you know, the small kids, even 2 years kids and 1.5 year kid, I saw that without the iPad they don't sit in a high chairs. You know? The parents, they don't control them, and they just put the iPad on front and they take the rice, they put the rice on the floor and they just do it. Oh, sir, I'm like, okay, just have it, not a problem, take it. But they have, instead of the, you know, they to control the kids control the parents nowadays. You know, I saw that in a restaurant, because that happens. And you can't do nothing with that, and you know, they have to train the kids like that. My kids are like you know, they born with, or whenever I work, even when like they see last 17 years, they're from New York, New Jersey. Always because that's the time I spend in weekends. They have some, because I don't have weekdays anytime. We don't even see each other. Only we see on breakfast table on Saturday, Sunday. So like, you know, they have to train, because that's a behavior, you know, and that's, you know, we are Asians and we have some culture and
Of
some
course.
sanskar jo bolte hain. That's
संस्कार
you
रखे हैं,
have to
बिल्कुल.
do that. And like happens sometimes very small you can't control, but at least your eyes you can just control with your
Right,
eyes and all.
right.
And if they are more uncontrolled, you can take her aside,
Right.
sit them on a table or just sit aside and just
And you know,
educate
and
them.
of course, and that's important. You have to reinforce that. Another thing that's important is, since you have a restaurant where kids come in and they're like touching this, and you're a business owner, it's hard for you to say, stop this. The parents should kind of take that and kind of stop that, because if you say something, then it'll be like, मेरे बच्चे से क्यों बात की आपने जी आपने क्यों ऐसे किया?
Yeah, so that's why, like, if they see my daughters and my kids are sitting in the same table and they
देखो
don't do
कितने
nothing,
अच्छे
then they do example.
बिल्कुल
So
बिल्कुल.
we have to that, because that's people show
You have
us my
to.
kids more than whatever they be. Of
course,
we can't control other kids. That's
Of course. And what do you have to say when it comes to जब बच्चे misbehave करते हैं तो क्या करना चाहिए माँ बाप?
देखिए मेरे साथ जब मैं पाकिस्तान में पैदा बड़ा हुआ वहीं मैंने काफ़ी टाइम गुजारा
जी.
तो मेरे ऊपर डंडा था। अगर मेरे वालिद साहब जॉब पे होते थे तो मेरी मालता घर पे होती थी।
जी.
अमेरिका में क्या है कि हम लोग इधर आके वालिद साहब भी काम कर रहे हैं, वालदा भी काम कर रही हैं, तो उनको संभालने के लिए अगर किसी को रखा हुआ भी है तो वो उनको हाथ नहीं लगा सकती, वो उनको बोल नहीं कह सकती, क्योंकि उसकी जॉब है वो। तो वो जो आपको तरबियत माँ दे सकती है मेरे ख्याल से वो आपको कोई और नहीं दे सकता।
बिल्कुल बिल्कुल। और यहाँ पे मैं देखा है कि नैनीज़ भी लोगों की होती है कि बच्चों को छोड़ दिया नैनीज़ के साथ, एंड देन यू नॉट एबल टू सिट विद योर चिल्ड्रन। आप बच्चों को वो टाइम नहीं दे रहे हैं। समटाइम्स पीपल वर्क बिकॉज आउट ऑफ चॉइस, सम आउट ऑफ पैशन, सम बिकॉज दे वांट टू। लेकिन बच्चों के साथ एक ब्रॉट अप अ गुड पॉइंट कि जो माँ बाप वक्त देते हैं, जो माँ बाप टाइम स्पेंड करते हैं, मे बी दैट्स अ रीज़न वाई चिल्ड्रंस मे बी दे मिसबिहेव बिकॉज ऑफ दैट रीज़न। और जैसे बात हो रही थी कि पुराने ज़माने में क्या, पुराने ज़माने में नहीं, कि जब माँ बाप आँखें से मतलब आई रिमेंबर व्हेन आई वाज अ किड एंड माय मॉम वुड जस्ट गिव मी द आई एंड आई न्यू कि डोंट do anything or stop. And now you tell your kids to do something, they're like, okay. And you brought up a point where parents are like more like kids now, and kids are more like the parents. Why do you think?
And they're like easy. Here the kids are, oh, you are mean to me, you are so mean. How can you say the parents?
If we said that to our parents, we're gonna slap.
We're gonna slap, definitely,
Yes.
definitely. And still today, I tell my kids, like, don't even use that kind of words.
You can't.
We are Indian, we are Asian, we have
Asian.
our culture.
We have our culture.
You are not
It's
American. You're born in America.
Right.
We have to, whatever the positive thing you capture,
Right.
you grab the, whatever you have to, positive things.
You have to hold on to it.
Yeah, definitely.
And people, many times I've heard people say कि अमेरिका में आ गए हैं बच्चे ख़राब हो गए। आप अमेरिका क्या, आप किसी भी मुल्क में
किसी
बच्चे
मुल्क में
कहीं भी ख़राब हो सकते हैं। It doesn't
It
matter.
doesn't matter.
Depend how you bring up your children
How you
and
bring them up.
discipline them.
रेजिंग की बात है ना, जिस तरह वो लोग एक
Yeah.
दूसरे को वालिद और वालदा रेज करते हैं। माशाल्लाह मैं कितने लोगों को जानता हूँ जो यहाँ पे हिफ्स कर रहे हैं।
माशाल्लाह,
आप देख लें,
बिल्कुल।
हमारे से अच्छे लोग हैं, हमारे से अच्छे मतलब काफ़ी फैमिलीज हैं माशाल्लाह। स्कार्फ भी है, बुरखा भी है, हर चीज़ है।
बिल्कुल।
लेकिन जो ये आती है ना बात कि हम लोग इधर आके इतना लग गए पैसों के पीछे कि वी ऑल रनिंग फॉर मनी, कि हमें पैसा चाहिए, हमें पैसा चाहिए। हमारे सब घर में ये हो रहा है मेरे। तो ये ऐसा नहीं होना चाहिए मेरे ख्याल से। वालिद का काम है कि अगर जो आपका हस्बैंड है जो घर चला रहा है उसको काम करने का राइट्स है, और मतलब जो लेडीज हैं काम करें, मतलब 20 घंटे कर लें, 10 घंटे कर लें इधर तो, लेकिन अपने घर में
ये तो
ज़्यादा
आपने
से
एक और
ज़्यादा
टॉपिक
टाइम
छेड़ दिया जब टाइम नहीं टॉपिक डिस्कस करने के लिए कि मल्टीटास्क करना, स्पेशली विद द मॉम जो काम करती हैं। वो तो एक और टॉपिक एक और दिन लेके आऊँगी आपको इस टॉपिक के ऊपर। एंड इट्स इम्पोर्टेंट।
We don't have our grandparents. Not many families have around the kids.
grandparents,
That's a
दादा-दादी
big
हैं,
help.
नाना-नानी
Yes.
हैं, it's
That come a long way to discipline the children.
Right.
If you are out of for job or
Right,
anything like
right.
that, then you are with your grandparents.
Right.
So that's another plus point to discipline the children.
Of course. And do you think disciplining, do you think you should start at an early age? I mean,
Early
इसमें ये भी होता है कि बच्चे जब छोटे हैं then you start doing
That's
it,
right.
and then when they're older they're like अब कुछ करते, अब तो बच्चे
No,
बड़े
you
हो
can't
गए तो
control them. You can't control. You have to
can't-
do
It's hard
broad
to
from
control,
one.
yes.
it's hard to
It's
control
hard to
it.
control.
And it's at the point where maybe parents are, of course, the money thing is an issue, but even maybe parents are becoming lazy. They don't want to be the bad guy. They want to be a friend. कि चलो दोस्त बन के रहेंगे तो बच्चे तो क्या maybe should you be a friend with the child or would you be more with the
No, it's very
parent?
delicate situation to handling when they reach to the teenage age.
Right.
When they were little, okay, you can, roll your eyes and slap them and say, okay, sit here, wait here. But once they
Yeah,
grow
of
to a
course.
certain age, it's very difficult. But
course.
I had 3 daughters. I'm lucky they were not born here. They were born in Dubai.
Right.
So in that way, a little bit of home culture they have seen
And you
it
have
before.
to keep that culture in your
Culture,
children.
yes.
You have to. And you know, it's another topic, and I have like a whole list of topics I want to discuss in my future shows. But you know, another thing is, I think we're losing that. I mean, where children don't know how to respect the elders. And it's sad, because when we were small, we knew how to talk to our elders. I mean, even when we're older, we still know how to talk to our elders. But even when it's becoming tougher now, and I think something where parents need to concentrate more and focus on that. Anyway, I've been told to take a break, so we are going to take a break. But before we go on break, we are going to give another giveaway. देखिए ना, आप संडे ब्रंच फ्रॉम ह्यूस्टन देखते हैं TV1 पे, आप कनाडा से देख रहे हैं, आप US में देख रहे हैं, तो एक और गिवे मिलेगा आपको from Bright Limo and Town Car Services. You will win yourself a 2-hour free limo ride. Think about that. That's a very good deal too. आज सारी deals ज़बरदस्त हैं हमारे शो पे. You have to call 855-886-6387 extension 4, and the more you call, the more chances you have of winning, and it is one per family. हम पहले जो कॉलर होंगे उनको मिलेगा. Anyway, कहीं मत जाइएगा. We'll be right back after this. We'll be right back.